Hello everyone, welcome to the broadcast. As you can see, I've actually got the wrong date on this image here. It's always something the matter with this live broadcast. But there you go, I suppose we're learning. So if I do that, then that should change the date, which is nice. So, hope you're all doing well. Let me try and actually get my face on the screen. That would be good, wouldn't it? He says. I'm trying desperately to do that, but it's not quite working as I wanted it. Let's just hide that. Okay, where are we going with this? I have no idea what's going on here, as usual. There we go, that's better. Technology is a wonderful thing. So, hello everyone and welcome to Friday News Live. I've not really managed to get one done at 3 o'clock or on time, but hey, there you go. So, what I've got for you is some news. This week I've also got my phone on a tripod so I can see some comments just in case you did want to comment. I've been doing some research actually and trying to understand how other people are doing Facebook Live in my sort of circles. And what I've learned is that actually, although it's important to speak to the camera because that's how you talk to your audience, when you've got lots of equipment around and when it's Facebook Live and when you're trying to deal with comments, it's probably okay if you do look at different things, but most of the focus does of course have to be on the audience member, you the viewer. So thanks for taking the time out to watch this. As usual, I've got some things in the social media world that may or may not be of interest to you. Shouldn't take that long to do as ever, but if you would like to get involved, feel free to make a comment. That would be absolutely incredible if you did that. And hopefully I will see it on my phone as it's happening. But who knows, the technology could go horribly wrong. So, let's get straight on with our first item, which is about Facebook Live and Chewbacca. So you can't have failed to have missed a lady in the States using Facebook Live to show her purchase of a screaming Chewbacca mask. Absolutely incredible. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it's this person here, this lady. If you saw it, it's absolutely hilarious. But why is it actually important? Well, it's important, A, because it's Facebook Live. It's had over 150 million views so far. And it's just gone viral. You know, she has actually been to the Lucasfilm studios, she's been to Facebook headquarters, she's been on the James Corden Late Late Show in the States. Her story has really taken off. And that's what's incredible about it really, is that from doing a Facebook Live, she has gone absolutely viral. And so what does that tell us? It tells us firstly that you can potentially go viral too. Sure, she's got Star Wars featuring in the broadcast, so that's a win. But also she's got a brilliant laugh, and so that's also funny. So you've got the viral elements of that to start with. But what she was actually doing was talking about a brand, talking about a shop, Coles, who is the store where she got it from. And what did they do? They then sent her shed loads of stuff. Loads of products, all related to Star Wars, of course. But they jumped on that straight away. And so the thing really is that although it's Facebook Live, what's most important about it is for you as a small business who's using something like Facebook or social media in general. And if you've been on my social micro course, you will know this because I've talked about it, is that that brand, Coles, was listening for mentions of its name or its store. And when this live broadcast started to go viral, the thing that they did was they jumped all over it. They piggybacked all over it. They got in touch with her. They sent her some stuff. And they've actually got a load of kudos from doing that. So it really tells us more about the importance of listening for mentions of your brand name, for mentions of your business, for mentions of or conversations about key themes on services that you provide. Really important to do that. And if you can do that from Facebook Live, brilliant. You can do it from all of the different networks. But really important for you to listen to see what's going on out there. But like I say, it also tells us and shows us how strong Facebook Live is actually becoming. Definitely more live views than any other live broadcast anywhere on Periscope, Meerkat, whatever. Absolutely incredible. So if you haven't seen it, well, you've obviously been under a rock or something like that. Go and hunt it out on Facebook or Google. You can't help but find it, really. It is hilarious. Okay, so what have we got next? Well, the next thing I want to talk to you about is some changes to Twitter. So Twitter's been in the news lately because, well, it's been having a bit of a tough time. The user growth has stalled somewhat, and people talk about the death of Twitter. Twitter's not going anywhere. It's fantastic for mentions and searching for what the conversations are happening. It is great for being chatty, being sociable, and it's brilliant for covering live stories, TV programs, whatever. It's brilliant for that. But people do get a bit annoyed with some of the things that it struggles with. So, for example, when you add a media image to your tweet, it reduces the amount of content you can then put in the tweet because the characters are taken up by the URL. In a few weeks' time, when it's deployed, that won't be the case anymore. So you can add media files without impacting on your 140 character limit. Also, if you're doing replies to a lot of people, then those won't be included either. And that really annoying thing where if you want to start a new tweet but mention somebody at the beginning, you used to have to put a little full stop before their username, otherwise it would see it as a reply and hide it. They're getting rid of that. So if you create a new tweet and start it with an @ symbol and someone's username, then that will show to all of your followers as well. Some little changes, but they're hoping that it will make a big difference. We will see. I think it's a great thing. If you want further details of that, you can go to bizpaul.com and go to my blog, and there's an article on there with all the full details for you. Okay, so next up is Snapchat stickers. Okay, I know some of you aren't using Snapchat yet, but as I've said to you, if I've seen you in person, it is something to be aware of. It's absolutely exploding in terms of its popularity right now, and the demographics getting older as well. Very different way of communicating with people, this creation of snap stories. But one of the great things you can do is to add a little bit of flair to your snaps, a little bit of art. You can write on it, you can draw on it, and whatever. But they've now introduced stickers on the actual snaps themselves. So this is what a sticker looks like. So it could be of a cat, but it could be words like this, dope, or awesome, or whatever. They just add little bits of emphasis, but they just make it a little bit more creative. And it's a really welcome addition, really, to some of those snaps. So yeah, do have a play around with that. I know some of you are, and if you want to find me on Snapchat, you can. I'm just bizpaul, as you would expect. So help me out on that, and I can read your story, and you can read mine, and we can all explore that world together. Okay, so as usual, quite short, little piece of news. Hope that has helped you, or you found it interesting. Leave me a comment and tell me what you think to any of those stories, or if you've got any ideas of things that you want to cover maybe next week, then I'd be very happy to do that. Otherwise, if you're watching in the UK, it's a bank holiday weekend, so enjoy your extra day off if you're not working, that is. And I will hopefully see you same time-ish next week. Bye for now.